Hey everybody, Sean here, and today I'm doing a contest reply for Andy's Vinyl Den. You just hit 200 subscribers, and yeah, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. And yeah, you had a great idea for the 10, 10 perfect albums. Fantastic idea, and I just had to jump all over it just because it's such a good idea. Anyway, let's just start her off. I have an honorable mention here because I don't have it on vinyl, but I have it on CD, and I have the documentary on tape. That is the Chili Peppers' Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Love this album. I was a huge Chili Pepper kid. I was pretty much obsessed with them in high school. But this album is at their absolute best, in my opinion. After that, it's probably Freaky Styley. I was really big into their earlier stuff. And yeah, this is the cusp of just all the greatness they had beforehand, in my opinion. And they did go a little bit commercial with the second last album. I haven't heard this album. Actually, I haven't heard all of the second last album either, but I'll probably get around to it. I wasn't too excited with the tunes that came on the radio anyway. But yeah, these guys used to be freaking amazing. Anyway, yeah, let's move on to the vinyl 10 perfect albums. Alright, first up we have Vanilla Fudge, self-titled. Love this album. Great stuff. Obviously, it's on the perfect album list. Yeah, they do a couple covers, but they just make it so heavy. Just nice late 60s heaviness. Like they do Ticket to Ride and She's Not There. Just, slow it down and just sludge it. It's just fantastic. Definitely recommend checking it out if you like, sludgy late 60s fantasticness. Other album, I'm a huge fan of this band, and it all started with this album, and it all started with, funny enough, the Chili Peppers. I was a John Frusciante interview on this prog rock magazine, and he was saying the two albums that he really got him into prog rock and music in general is Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and I forget what the other one was, but yeah, it was the Trilogy album. And yeah, I love this album so much. When I first got it, I put it on, and I was just stunned. Listened all the way through. I went back later the day and bought the other two albums that were sitting there. And yeah, I have loved them ever since. Really dig this album. Has some great tunes on it. Endlessly Name a Few. The Sheriff. I love The Sheriff. Hoedown, some of the more fun songs. But it's great, Abado's Bolero. The whole thing is just, it's a masterpiece in my opinion. And my favorite of theirs. For sure. I didn't want to go too obvious with the list either, so it's not, a bunch of Beatles or Rolling Stones. It seemed a little too basic, And anybody could have done it, But this is a little more personal list, I think, and yeah. And the next one, which is King Crimson's Discipline. I've been really getting into Adrian Belew lately. In fact, my friend recently suggested that we try to get together and form a prog group. Play guitar, he plays drums, and he was a bassist, and he's really damn good. And I've just been listening to a lot of Belew, getting inspired, trying to get a lot of ideas for the next time we jam. But yeah, this is just a great album. Really good. Yeah, just killer guitar. He has the stick bass. He just rips it up on that Tony 11. It's great. Like Indiscipline, Elephant Talk. Awesome stuff. There's a couple great live performances too of Elephant Talk. Definitely worth checking them out on YouTube since you're obviously already on the site. But finish my video first. It's just fair, Alright, next up, I'll put this back later. I need to hold the video up. Next up, we have one of my all-time favorite artists once again, and that is Frank Zappa, and this is Hot Rats. Love this whole album. There's only, if you don't know about it, there's only one vocal track, and that's Way the Pimp, which is awesome, but the rest of it is just so good. It's great stuff. I can hum the whole thing. It's really, when I put this on, I gotta listen all the way through. I can't just do one side. I just love this album. I love Frank Zappa, but this album really stands out to me. Alright, next one you have might be a bit of an odd choice to some people, but I really dig this album myself. It was one of the first albums I actually ever owned. And yeah, so, obviously I listened to it a lot at that moment because I only had about maybe 10 records for the first couple months I was collecting. And this was in there, and I just really dug it. This is probably my first new wave record I owned, and yeah, great piece of new wave in my opinion, and that is Psychedelic Furs, Talk. I have a couple of their other albums, and I don't really dig it. Well, not nearly as much as this. Some great stuff. Has Pretty in Pink on it from the Pretty in Pink movie. Into You Like a Train. I Just Want to Sleep with You. She Is Mine. No Tears. Just some great stuff. It Goes On. Dig It Goes On. Great stuff. Yeah, definitely recommend picking this up. But if you see any of their other albums, I can't recommend them. But definitely recommend this. It's great stuff. And I kind of wanted one a little more left field too for the 10 perfect albums. And I think this, I definitely think this qualifies as a perfect album. It's also a different perfect album. It's not like I was saying earlier, like a Beatles record or something everybody just agrees on. All right, another one. We got some great R&B funk, soul, whatever you want to call it, and that is Ike and Tina's Nuff Said. This album is so good. It's a perfect 10. Nuff said. No, it's yeah, here's a nice little vertical gatefold. Their bedroom, yeah, not a very great relationship, obviously, but they put out amazing stuff. This album, so good, so funky, so fresh. Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. Couldn't recommend this more. And yeah, I really want to find more Ike and Tina. It's the only one I have, so I'm definitely looking for more, but it's perfect. Alright, next one we have, which has I love this cover just because it's a rip-off of the band's music for Big Pink, and that is Africa's Music from Little Brown. It has the reverse, reverse of the Music from Big Pink one. Has the, total copy of the inside, if you recognize the other one, with all their crew there. But yeah, great album. This one also has a couple covers on it, but they just do it. They just do it awesome. They got like Light My Fire, Paint It Black, Louie Louie, but they just really rip it up. Really dig this. Definitely recommend if you're into, kind of R&B, a little bit heavier rhythm and blues kind of thing. Very cool though. Very cool album. Next we have some reissues I decided to grab too because, well, why not? Why not? I mean, first up we have Hendrix, Electric Ladyland. This is my favorite Hendrix album. It's probably one of his more, definitely one of his more, what would you call it, experimental albums, I think. Just absolutely love this record. Great stuff. You got Voodoo Child, both versions of Voodoo Child, which are both good, and The Gods Made Love. Have you ever been to Electric Ladyland? Absolutely fantastic song. So good. So good. Little Miss Strange, Long Hot Summer Nights, Rainy Day, Dream Away, House Burning Down. It just keeps getting better and better. Couldn't recommend this more. It's just such a good album. I would love to find the European cover with all the nudes on it. I actually saw it at the pop culture show that I went to yesterday, which is like a comic convention and other pop culture type stuff convention. And they had it. I think he said he had it for like $100 so, and it was like a reissue of it. I was like, I don't want to spend $100 on that. I already spent a bunch of money on comics and stuff. But yeah, fantastic album. It's perfect. I have another one here. Well, these aren't in any order of like best to worst. They're just this. I'm going in the pile I put them in. And next we have Paul Simon's Graceland. Really dig this album. It's one where you've got a lot of African musicians, and Nelson Mandela was all pissed at him because of the apartheid and all that. I don't have the full explanation. I don't really want to go into it, but go ahead and Google that if you'd like. Really cool. Really dig this stuff. Just some fantastic, really clean, sparkling guitar. You got Under African Skies, You Can Call Me Al, which is really cool because Chevy Chase is in the video. Gumboots, Diamond on the Soles of Her Shoes. That's a fun one to play on guitar. Boy in the Bubble, Graceland. Which is kind of weird when you think about it. It's a bunch of African musicians and it's a song about Graceland. But I guess he wrote that when he was traveling with his son to Graceland. Very cool though. Myth of Fingerprints. Great album. And I did have the poster up. You've probably seen it in a couple of my other videos. But I decided to take it down. Did a bit of rearranging in my room and stuff. And I was like, let's take it down. But great album. And last up we have is White Stripes Elephant. Big White Stripes fan. This album is just fantastic. You could say it's, when this started going a little more commercial, but it's still not that commercial of a sound, Yeah, great blues, great punky blues, and a couple of them like Black Math and stuff. Great garage stuff. Yeah, with he has like a paddle. I never noticed he has like one of those university paddles for what do they call them? Like an Animal House, right? Pledges, yeah. Yeah, just great album. Once I got a bit of a story about this too. I was in the hospital when I was a kid. I had this awful stomach thing going on, and when I finally got a leave or whatever, I remember what's the song? Seven Nation Army came on, and that was just rocking to it. And yeah, it was nice. Free, it was like being a free man from the hospital and just rocking out to some White Stripes. Yeah, I love this album a lot. I might like the other album, White Blood Cells, a bit more, but I don't have it on vinyl, so yeah. Both great, perfect albums. Even the goofy one at the end there, It's True That We Love One Another, is really great stuff. Little Acorns, another one of my favorites. Yeah, he's a great guitarist. Great, interesting guy. And yeah, love his band. I guess. Well, that does it. Thanks for watching. Congratulations again, Andy, on your 200 subscribers. I wish you another 200 subscribers. Well, even more. Thanks again for watching. Hope you guys like what you saw. I hope I win at $25. I'll probably use it to buy Blood Sugar Sex Magic on vinyl, and maybe I can show that to you guys. And I'll make another top 10 perfect or something. It's a great idea, honestly. Good job on that, Andy. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys like what you saw. Please like, comment, subscribe, and all that awesome stuff. And have a good one.